Illuminated Wisdom. August 19, 2013. When your thought forms are based from intellectually thinking rather than forced positive thinking, you are demonstrating a far more superior way of being and thinking. Dear ones, it is important for you to comprehend that thought forms that are wisdom-based are most natural. It is your natural wisdom that is intrinsic to life energy. To reach this way of thinking, you must be balanced within all your faculties. When there is an imbalance, either too heavy in the light side or dark side of your natural self, it is much more difficult to maintain wisdom-based thoughts. To be consistently wise in your thinking, you only need to adopt a healthy way of life that affects all areas of your being. You must want to change. Imbalanced situations in your life are caused when you overthink a situation and your mind becomes filled with delusions and false information. Understand, dear ones, true wisdom is not out of reach. It is the most natural form of intellect available to you, and you already have access to this wisdom when you let go of emotional thinking and bring yourself back into being calm and balanced within all of yourself. There are many dear souls among you that avoid thinking wisely or intellectually. They focus on becoming either too light or too dark, and they accept this way of thinking as normal when it is an imbalanced way of being. You are not derived of just light. You are a combination of both light and dark working harmoniously together when balanced equally. Each of you deals with diversity within yourself every day. You have a physical body that requires care in order for you to get through your day, and you have a thinking mind that often overprocesses simple situations. You also have a lovely heart that often attracts needless anxieties. It is all this that must become balanced, and it can be your biggest challenge. Because of all that your physical, mental and emotional self must go through every day, it is why you lose your total awareness of what is going on within these states, and you don't see that at the same time you have become driven by your physical, mental and emotional self to the point you create some imbalanced energy towards understanding of light and dark natures of living and being. The more oversensitive you are, the more drawn you are to the light, creating an imbalanced nature of living with light. The more greedy and selfish you come across, the more imbalanced you are in the way of dark nature. Balance is essential, dear ones. Living within a state of imbalance does not bring favorable connections with your natural wisdom. You are to learn the importance of ending imbalanced cycles that lack wisdom. Many dear souls find their breaking point or their awakening when faced with certain crisis moments. A situation that caused incredible pain may create the awakening, the sudden awareness that change is necessary. When this suddenness appears, it prompts you to become aware of your situations, of your total self, and to see with a truthful eye that changes are needed and they must start with you. This moment you begin to connect with the wisdom that is natural to you, sparks momentum that begins to align you with your own inner wholeness and liberation. While on this course you face many truths you may have hid from, and you come to many fresh eye-opening realizations because you are ready to see all, to face all. You are now ready to embrace conscious balance, to become more complete of your whole self, ready to experience life that has a steady access to wisdom and holds more than just an ability to producing wise thoughts, but actually making them. There are more than maybes in your life, dear ones. Inside of you is the power to overcome any obstacle, and there is no maybe about it. When you are open, you are allowing your whole self to be aware of all movement. You are not suppressing thoughts to come. You are allowing yourself to approach different concepts of thinking without passing biased judgments. Allowing yourself to discover new ways of thinking and doing things can be perceived as another part of your natural wisdom. You are receptive and opened, and within this practical way of being, you are also demonstrating a very balanced persona. When you are within the state of allowing, you attract more intelligent opportunities into your life. You may discover yourself becoming more insightful and understanding the solution of a current situation by looking at it from the outside rather from inside. Sometimes when looking at a situation from the inside, your mind becomes flooded with heavy emotions and feelings, but when you view the situation from the outside like an outsider, you see a different perspective that is devoid of emotions or attachment. You see the truth in front of you. Information begins to enter your being, which guides you to your solutions by making wisdom-based decisions. Whenever you follow rigid procedures in order to live your life, there is also rigidness in your movements and actions. When rigidness is present, there is a block of fluid intelligence. Your wisdom at that moment is unavailable. Remove the rigidness and the flow of wisdom returns. You will discover true power, and liberation arrives when you no longer require clinging to any process or special technique in order to live your life. When you allow yourself to live without clinging on to any techniques or procedures in order to live a balanced life, you are confident you can navigate your life, as you also understand the necessity to be free of the influences heavy emotions can bring. You are giving yourself a gift of fresh new intelligence, a new way of thinking that breaks away old conditioned thought forms. Wisdom is fleeting, dear ones. Each new situation you come across will require new wisdom. You can't use wisdom for a new situation because each situation is different, but you take what you have learned and create a new way of dealing with a new situation that is balanced and wise. Each of you have your own unique personality that isn't conformed within just your mind or heart. Your personality is of your whole self, and it demonstrates your body, mind, heart and soul, and through your personality you develop certain ways or techniques that create characteristics that describe who you are. Yes, you can change your personality, and it does grow, it does change and evolve, and this change begins when you take charge of your life and begin by being true to your whole self and stop copying another person's way of being. You cannot grow if you are still trying to be like another, dear soul. When you try to force your personality to fit a mold of another's or of an imagined way of being, you create great inner conflicts and imbalance with your whole self. Understand, dear ones, wisdom is personal. It operates on a personal level and in a very unique way, just as each of you are unique. When you allow your natural wisdom to come into your thought forms and you begin making changes, you never surrender your personality, because this is you. You are not giving up or letting go of yourself, but you are letting go of any imbalance that you have created by allowing a real connection with your true self, and through this connection you accept the need to let go of old unwise thought patterns that you have clung to for so long. It does require strength to do this, dear ones, because you will discover certain truths you had at one point avoided. Understand, dear ones. The truth will always eventually come into light. As you are working towards bringing balance into your whole self, you will feel satisfied and an inner knowing of achievement, and it's important, dear ones, to appreciate yourself for the growth that you underwent. It required great courage to face what you had in order to allow yourself to grow and become more conscious not only of yourself but of the world around you. It is hard to break free of thinking and feeling hopeless, but it is never impossible. As you let go of old thinking patterns and adopt a wiser approach to situations and challenges, be positive and look forward to the changes you are bringing, to the balance you are bringing to your total self. Instead of looking at all your steps forward with fear and apprehension, look at the approaching steps with joy and see that it is your power that is bringing these changes into fruition. Enjoy the journey you have created for yourself. Because you have decided to change your way of thinking, you have changed the direction of your journey. Allow the momentum to fill you and take you to new adventures where knowledge is unlimited and your growth and development continues to blossom. No matter where you are, what problem you are facing, you do have the power to bring balance into your whole self and to make intelligent choices. You have all the requirements to bring positive change into your life. You only need to apply the effort and make your actions work for you, not against you. Every challenge, dear ones, is a new opportunity to bring balance into your whole being. When you allow a situation to create the feeling of suffering, you have opened yourself to imbalanced energy. If you feel you are suffering due to a situation, this is your cue, dear ones, that there is an imbalance, and it is also your opportunity to learn from it and to bring change and balance back into your life. Believe in yourself, dear ones, and know every time you access your natural wisdom, you become wiser as a whole being. Remember, dear ones, wisdom is a natural part of your being. Sometimes you lose touch with the truth of yourself because of the many distractions you face every day, and these noisy distractions can suppress your natural based wisdom and prevent you from demonstrating your wisdom in your thoughts, actions, and words. Only you can end any imbalance that is present, and it is possible, dear ones, to bring balance back into your life. You only need to make the choice. You have the ability to become more aware, to become more balanced, to become more at peace and connected with yourself and with the world. Allow yourself to be all that you can. And so it is. I am Elohim Lumina through Julie Miller. SpiritualNetworks.com